All right, hello, welcome to the Akantor part 2. This will be the shading-ish section. But first, as you can see here, when I came back to the drawing like the next day, I kind of ended it with how it was the first part. And I was like, okay, that's good. And then I came back the next day and I was like, I want to change it again. So this is like final alterations ish to like the sketch, and it was mostly just like the stupid shadow thing because I suck at shadows. And then the background, because I still didn't really, I felt like the perspective was really weird. I think that was what that just oop was about. And I was just like, oops, started still drawing or something. But so a little intro to the stupid drawing thing. This one took over 5 hours. This recording is over 5 hours. That's why this one's a little longer than most. This was sped up like 15 times this, 1,500% ish. Um, So for every 1 second, it was 15 seconds. So like 4 seconds was a minute of drawing. Um, so yeah, this one took a long time. It was a little bit longer than the first part. I think the first part was maybe like 4 hours. I don't know if I said that in the video. I don't really remember. But that was a little shorter than this. So this one took quite a while, and you'll see why later. And like this part, I'll just talk over. Kind of goes with that. But so I've been talking about some changes to the channel coming up. We sent a few social medias and some other like videos in the description and stuff. But I was thinking that I was gonna kind of stop with the idea of drawing the thumbnail for all the videos, which is, I know, it's really sad and everyone's gonna miss it. But instead I had the idea to maybe just draw one good thumbnail for like segments of the series and kind of just keep that one, because I kind of do want to do more than just drawing one thumbnail for a whole series, even though it would make it like way easier. I just I still want to do a lot of art, but you'll kind of see there. Pretty much what that whole thing was about was that I was trying to do the lighting and I was like, this is stupid, this is awful, so I'm redoing it. But so I'm gonna change how that works. So now it's gonna be like, yeah, every once in a while I'm gonna draw a thumbnail for the series, and it'll probably be something more like this. It'll be like a big cool picture, so it'll be interesting to look at and see maybe. And I'll have slightly more time to record and do videos, but it'll still be a pretty cool artwork. But that'll just stick around for a few episodes. Like I think for Monster Art, I was gonna do like Anjanath for low rank. That's kind of like a spoiler that'll come up. And then I'll do a monster for high rank, and then maybe one for master rank, and anything else if I really wanted to. Like if there's any really cool special guys like Vitalis or something. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do now. I think there was another change coming up that I kind of wanted to do, but I don't remember. I know that was like the biggest one, and it's big to me because I kind of came into the stupid YouTube with that idea in mind, being like, I'm gonna draw all my thumbnails. Every one of them is gonna be unique. And I don't know. I think I might still do that if I have time to draw and I start getting good at drawing, so I can do them like almost daily or something. Then I might just start doing that. I might just start like, I'll have it in like kind of like a placeholder thumbnail of like a cool picture for a while, but then if I feel like it, I was thinking maybe I'd come back and do individual thumbnails and kind of put their like the thumbnail drawing video for that, just like as like a compilation. I was like, I don't know, like if I came back and did like 7 thumbnails or something for a few videos that before had like the engine out that as like the placeholder as like a general thumbnail, then I'd make like a compilation video of like this is the drawings of all the 7 thumbnails that I just uploaded. Maybe you wouldn't talk over it. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too, sometimes not talking over some of the drawing videos, because I don't always have things to say, as you can kind of tell. I kind of just talk about something, sometimes picture, usually not. But yeah, I think that was most of the changes. And oh yeah, I don't know if you heard that. My dog's crying because it's a little loser and it wants attention, and it'll get it later if it's a good girl dog. She's fine. But so let's talk about the drawing now, because I think there was one other change I was gonna do, but I just don't really remember it. Maybe there wasn't, and that was about it. But so let's talk about the drawing. So as you saw at the start, I was drawing some shading and I was kind of doing some stupid thing. I knew I wanted like cool like rim lighting, and I was like, I want some cool lighting because like there's the moon's like behind him. I was basing like this whole place, it was Eagle Isle. I was basing it off like a picture that I found on like Google, just like a regular Eagle Isle picture from like Monster Hunter, whatever it came from, this map. And it had the moon like there, so I kind of tried to copy that, like the general location of the places, of the like rock lava structure and the moon. So I wanted like cool rim lighting, and then also for some reason, if you could see at the start, if you want to go back and replay it, you'll see like the lighting was just kind of weird, and he was like lit in the front, but there was like the moon was behind him. So I was like, I don't know what's really lighting him. So I was like, you know what? Screw all that. So I got rid of it all. So I was redoing it. I was like, I want him to be super dark in the front, like, because he's like a big hulking giant monster. So I was like, I want like lighting and shading to be like really harsh on him. I want him to look like really cool and stand out, and like make his like rim, is it rim lighting or edge lighting? I think it's either one of those. I don't remember. Edge lighting we'll go with now. It's like edge lighting. I want it to like really pop and be like really cool. And that's another thing with this guy, is that when he gets angry or enraged, if you like play Monster Hunter, some monsters will get enraged, and that's when they're like their really mad state, and they'll be more ferocious. He starts like glowing red from within his scales. So that's like what I'm drawing here. I'm kind of trying to get like the red glowing, especially on his like back spikes. He has a lot of he has a lot of back spikes that are just kind of pointing everywhere, and they're really crazy, and they glow a lot. So I was trying to get that glowing a lot, and the glow of his like inner plates and arm plates and finger plates and in his mouth, I wanted to like glow a lot. For inspiration for this, I don't know if I talked about it in the first one. I don't think so. I don't remember what I talked about on that one, but I was thinking of like what was it, Godzilla? I think it was like the American one in 2014. The movie kind of was but Godzilla looked cool. And I was kind of like thinking about those scenes of like him standing up with like really dark lighting, and then he would like glow. Not exactly the atomic breath scene when he like kills the flipping bug boy, but I don't know, there's like another scene, I don't remember exactly which. It's not, I don't think it was a really cool scene, but he just kind of has cool lighting. I was kind of thinking about that. And then also my girlfriend recommended like I try to do the lighting of this really cool picture we saw. We went on like vacation, and we went to like an art museum, and there was this really cool picture. I think it was called like Pompeii or something. I don't remember. It was like Pompeii and like another word, I think, but I know it was about Pompeii. It was a super flippin' dope, like extreme contrast, like dark night, volcano exploding. Things were like such a saturated blue, a lot of things in the distance, and then everything like near the volcano was like a super saturated like red, and it was all like rimlet and like glowy and super flippin' awesome looking. And I was thinking maybe I'll try to do lighting kind of like that as well. So that was kind of like my references I was thinking of. But pretty much, yeah, my idea now for this one was I wanted him to be super dark because the only light would be kind of from behind him. But then he kind of like comes out of the lava a lot, and when he stomps around, he makes like lava spouts come out of the ground. And one of his like official artworks for him, he has like lava like spraying up all around him. So I was trying to do something like that, where I was like, lava's gonna be coming out of the floor all around him, so his legs are all glowing, and like underneath him's glowing, and that'll be like a cool extra like bit of lighting that's like coming from underneath him. But himself is like, I want him to be like really dark, because he doesn't even, oh, my phone rang twice. All right, sorry about that. Had to do something for a while, and I don't really remember what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure I talked about like Godzilla and the lighting, and kind of what I was wanting and kind of going for here. Just don't really remember if I was like talking about something beforehand. Now we're just here watching me doodle the weird light sources. That's the thing here. Even though this is like I did like the shading kind of thing, or it's like this is like the lighting and shading, like all that together. But in the last video, should be the last one, part 3, it's just gonna be like coloring, and but it's also gonna be like kind of retouching and redoing. I think I'm probably just gonna leave that in that video as like the final part of like coloring, is like the finishing up and stuff. So even though this is gonna be like what it looks like for now, probably some more of it's gonna get covered up by like lava sparkles and I don't know, dust clouds and lava rocks or something. I don't know, other stuff. It's gonna look a little bland. Like I know like a lot of the scales didn't really have like a rugged pattern, because he's kind of like a rugged rock looking dude. But that should come in like the final steps and maybe even like the coloring. That's the thing too. For coloring, probably just gonna do like a multiply layer or something like that. So we'll see how that turns out. But it's not really something I've done that much. So this will be that'll be the end game. We'll see if it's gonna turn out good or not. No, this phase took me a while. Really trying to figure out the lighting. I kept going back and forth and pushing like things darker and lighter and darker and lighter. To like get the exact like emphasis on certain parts that I was looking for. Yeah, this part took me a long time, and I remember it was just really difficult for me to like figure out. But after a while I kind of get the groove of it, kinda. It took a few days too, so quite a while. It was over a period of time because I was obviously doing other things, like the last Monster Hunter video, the actual series like starting up again, and then like the thumbnail for it, and then some school stuff, stuff like that. Yeah, so now I'm going back again and darkening up things even more on his tummy, because before you saw it was like lighting up his legs even more. And then I put the floor kind of now, so now we're moving into like the slightly better face. Like, okay, this is all right. And then I'm brightening up these like glowy areas. These areas will be like glowy red. You'll see he's like a big old stupid looking thing. He kind of looks like I don't know. He kind of reminds me of a stupid cat. I don't know why, but So yeah, I was trying to lighten up the areas that'll glow in and darken up all the little bits. Put more emphasis on the darks. I thought that'd make them pop out more and kind of like make them stand out by making them dark. It's kind of stupid, but then also I was gonna have a intense room lighting that you'll see. It'll come into like play much later when I do the background and stuff, because then you'll finally see like the edges of him and stuff like that. And then yeah, I just gotta fix up his little feet. I'll do that at some point. What else is going on here? I think I'm going darker again. Yeah, and then I wanted some like a glowy Godzilla breath like coming out of his mouth. This little bit, I was like, yeah, I think I was thinking about keeping the shadow, but then I was like, no, it's kind of stupid. Whatever, screw that thing. But I wanted to add in these like lava cracks along the ground all over the place. So that's like me doing that over there on like the left side of the image. It's like lava cracks in the rocks. And then this, I don't know what I was doing there. It's kind of flickering back and forth. I don't remember. This was over a few periods of time. I think I was trying to figure out my layers and stuff there for like a second. So I'm sorry if you have epilepsy or something. Hope you're still kicking with us. I'm going back in, making it darker and lighter. It's been building up as I'm getting like more and more kind of confident with how it looks, kind of being like, no, that's good. We can make that a little bit darker. We can make that a little bit lighter. And then I'm a little bit of spoilers for maybe the next video. I'm probably gonna end up changing the shading a little bit again at the start, because I kind of like how the tail looks at the end, but the rest I think is all right. But we'll see when we get to that. But yeah, now I'm adding the lava cracks over here, and it was really difficult with those because it has to be like in perspective, so they just like lava cracks will get all closer and smaller and thinner and stuff like the further away they are. So I kind of had to figure out a balance of that, and it's kind of hard to do on the right side because that was like when I first started. Then I put like a lot more on the, I mean, it was hard to do that on the left side, and then I kind of put way more like lava cracks on the right sides, and now I'm going back to the left one and like trying to balance out the amount of lava cracks on both sides. See. Figure out that. Oh yeah, I got the glowy glow on his feet now. But yeah, trying to figure out the cracks underneath him, and now the edge lighting's coming out a little bit on his claws. Now y'all start to see that, and you're like, ooh. Yeah, I like how this guy look. He's looking all right so far. Yeah, I made a TikTok of him, so you kind of saw what he looked like. I don't know if at this point you can still kind of see what's going on, because I do some stupid thing where I make it all blurry and be like, you gotta watch the video to see the whole thing. But I don't know if that's like a really good idea, but that's just what I do. Trying to fix up his toes a little, which are still probably they're gonna be covered by lava. Just in general, probably just gonna be like practically completely covered. It's just lava stuff. You know, maybe I don't know. I just thought about this now. Maybe I'll try to do that stupid thing that people do, where they'll have like multiple layers and like different versions of a picture. So maybe I'll have a version with like no lava, and then I'll have a version of it with lava to be like all cool and be like, I made multiple pictures, but it's just like the same picture with like a one element change. It like took me like a little bit of time. Yeah, and then at this point I was like, I think I should still add in a shadow onto like the lava cracks on the floor. That's kind of, I probably maybe should have kept it like that. I kind of liked how it looks there. I try to like make it more closely resembled to a shadow, but I think I probably should have just left it all fuzzy. I think that looked kind of good there. That might change too, probably. I don't know for sure. I kind of liked how it looks, but then I was like, it's a battle between going back and forth with stuff, because as I said, like shading, not my best. It's definitely shadows. I'm not good with shadows and like calculating like where a shadow would be placed in an image. Here we go. Now we're doing the backgrounds, and again, this was just like an Ingle Isle image that I found on Google. Kind of like messed with it a little bit and changed it around a little. Oh yeah, I was trying to use Paint Bucket for a while, like trying to figure out if that would be easier. It wasn't. It was annoying, so I was like, whatever, I'll just fill it in manually, like the good old days when we didn't used to have technology paint fills. I think those have always been around as long as digital art has been. So whatever. So yeah, I was just filling this in, trying to make this a little bit darker to make him stand out a little bit more, and because these was already like really dark, but I wanted the background to be like still like background elements. Foreground's in the front. Yeah, background. Remember I thought it was gonna be like foreground also included background, but yeah, so I had to make that darker. I thought it would look better. I feel like it works cool. And I think I tried to use the Paint Bucket again here. I think it worked a little bit over there because I realized my mistake with not giving it solid lines, and then for this one I was like, yeah, screw it. I was gonna use it there, and then I was like, oh, whatever, and I just filled it in. But now we're giving the edge rim lighting to everything. Oh, look at it. Look, it's coming together now. We got the little touch-ups everywhere. Oh yeah, I think that was me thinking like when I get to coloring, it's gonna look quite a bit different probably, because like I was saying, like the lava spatters and all this other effects that I'll put on, because it kind of looks a little like blank at the moment, but I'll put all this extra little bits and stuff and things, so there might be still a little bit of like lighting and shading going on in the coloring, because that's how I usually would do things, is I would do just one layer of like lighting and coloring as the same thing. I tried to kind of split that up, because I was going off of this one guy. So that same guy that I think I talked about in Amatsu, his like art book that we got a while ago. I was trying to go off of that finally. It's been a while, but still kind of remembered his like tips and stuff to like be good at art. So I was trying to do that now. Let's see. How much longer is it? All right, it's not much longer. So this is close to the end for the shading for now. About what it looks like. Oh yeah, I think I just had to fix up his head because I realized it looked very unsymmetrical, his horns a little bit. Yeah, this is just touch-ups, and there's got to be a lot more touch-ups to come, but I think I can just fit it into one video, just a coloring video. It might be longer than this though, I have no idea. It's taking a little while. But after that, oh yeah, I said this was gonna be probably the last big guy, but I'm gonna do one more because as I said, for changes coming up, I'm gonna do Anjanath. That'll be my next big boy. I'll try to make a really nice looking Anjanath. And then he'll probably be the thumbnails for a while, and then I'll just try to get more videos out like that. So it'll be kind of like I'm still trying to stay pretty art orientated, but just get more content out. Cause yeah, it was just, even though they're like really simple drawings, it's just kind of difficult just daily doing like art, especially when I have like school and work and all those other stupid things and just life in general. So hopefully with this change, it'll make things a little bit easier. And I'll probably start posting that stuff and this one more towards like other things. I haven't posted much on like ArtStation or the evil DeviantArt, but probably gonna start posting on those things pretty soon again once I make this guy. I'm gonna put Delamador on there too. Probably will. But yeah. That was it for shading. So woo. Moving on to part 3, coloring next. I'll see you there. Goodbye, I guess. Or whatever.